Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I'm Liz Quinn, your star Scentsy consultant. So today what I have for you is a long anticipated collab that I have done. This will be my second annual edition with my friend Robyn H at Northern Lights Glow. And please check out her channel and like and subscribe. She has amazing content and she's an amazing person. But this is our best of the season. All the things between September 1st and early December that Scentsy has put out, especially limited time offers, but we'll also talk catalog, just the most wonderful things that both of us have been very impressed with over that course of several months. And I hope that it helps you to make informed decisions. A lot of it is still available, not everything, but some of these things you might take note of that they may come back next year, especially for the harvest or the holiday brochures. So let's just dive right on in. I have a wonderful long list of things to kind of give awards to and talk about, and it's going to be so much fun. So we have a really beautiful reindeer mug full of fantastic what is it? I think it's Green Mountain Holiday Blend coffee with good creamer, and we are going to have a wonderful, happy holiday time. So the first thing on my list is catalog, and that's going to be what is a really standout six-pack of scents that I have enjoyed all throughout this season, or I will as we're getting into the winter time. So I picked 3 more fall representative scents that are standard catalog and 3 that are more winter appropriate. One of them is one of our new releases. I have to admit that personally, some of the new releases I was super excited about to begin with, but as I have melted things over the long haul, those opinions have changed. And that's why, as you guys watch channels like mine or Robyn's or other dedicated consultants and people that just love Scentsy, you have to continue to hear what their filter is, if it changes, if their opinions change. I loved Fall Feelin', and I still do, but as it has cured, it's gotten more astringent and not as pleasant, so I did not put that into my top 6-pack, even though a lot of you probably would expect me to. But one of the ones that really did stick out to me, and I thought as it cured and as I was going towards winter I would like it better, is in the 6-pack, and it is one of our new releases. But first off, what are the 3 for fall that I picked? And I guess one of them's kind of a cheat into winter, but the pumpkin scent that I have melted the most, September and October, was definitely Farm Stand Pumpkin this year. I love this smell. I said I was going to go through a lot of it, and I did. It is gentle. It is one where if you don't like pumpkin spice, you could probably still do this, and it has been my companion and has made me happy the whole time. So this has caramel and cinnamon stick, and to me it almost has a fresh hay smell and pumpkins, and it's just really happy. So good. So that made my top 6-pack for the fall winter catalog. The next one isn't going to shock any of you, and my friend Linda H, who has sort of retired from doing videos, this is one of her favorites. Cedar Cider. We both love this. This one is really woodsy, and I think it's great all the way from September to January. Honestly, you could definitely do this for Christmas, but it is mostly a late fall scent. So this has apples, it's got cedar branches, it's got vanilla bean, it's got spices. It's really good. A little bit old school, but in the best way. And then the next one's sort of a bridge between winter and fall, but I cannot talk about my favorite scents or scents that stand out for me every year this season, and that is clove and cinnamon. I would have to include this. I can't just walk by it. This bar is classic. It is very simple. It is hardcore clove and cinnamon, yes, but it smells like a hug. It's something that delights me every time that I warm it, and it's just so good. So those were my 3 that were fall, with a little bit of a cheat. And then for winter, these might be kind of surprising because I really wanted to cover all the bases, because the fall smells, you've got earthy, you've got spicy, you've got pumpkin, you've got apple. That's pretty much what you're going to get. But for winter, you've got fresh, you have holiday spice, you have tree, you've got bakery. It's all over the place. And this is where this may surprise many of you. I am loving Red Currant Wreath. It is my favorite of all of the new releases because it's consistent and it's classy. I've been putting this in my bedroom. I've been putting this in the basement. I've been putting this in any room, and it is a very almost flat scent in the clam, but it scents your house well. It lasts a very long time at a medium level. So it's got some sandalwood. It has these red currants and just a little bit of evergreen in the background. It's fantastic. And I will melt this all the way through probably till the end of February. And because it's a very good performer, I wanted to add that in my 6-pack for just being outstanding. Now the next one was a standout of the season the last 2 years, and that is Frosted Vanilla. This was a new release 2 years ago. It's such a complex and beautiful smell. It's got vanilla, it's got birch, it's got this almost outdoorsy but very, very sophisticated quality. And it makes me super happy. So that one, and it throws well. And I have trouble with mint, but all the different things that are in this, I can melt this one and enjoy it all the time. And then last but not least, now no, I am a tree girl through and through. And I thought, of all the things that we have in the catalog, this is such a classic. It's a fan favorite. People buy it in just bulk. And that is our extremely predictable but very, very good, very snowy spruce. I mean, everybody loves this. This is pine cones and amber and sweet sap and spruce. It is a nostalgic and perfect Christmas scent. And like I said, almost everybody likes it, even if they don't like tree. This was a November scent of the month a long, long time ago, and it took the world by storm then, and it still is now, and it's just really good. So those were all in catalog. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about is limited time offers, and I broke this down into 3 things. We have the limited time offers that are scent and warmer of the month related. So we get a new scent every month, all year round, that Scentsy does, which we really enjoy. And as consultants, we can get a kit where we can either just get the scent, and then we'll have it early access. We can share it, we can make samples, or we can do the scent and the warmer of the month. So I did pick a scent of the month. We've got September, October, November, and December to consider. And then I picked one that was from all the things harvest-related LTO smells, and then one from all the holiday-related LTO smells. And those 3 are probably my top. They had to meet club standard criteria for me. If I wasn't clubbing it, I wasn't going to talk about it here. These are my 3 favorite LTOs. So to start with, we have, I think, the best, most solid bakery scent that we've offered all season long, and that is Frosted Cinnamon Roll. This was September's scent of the month. It's fantastic. It's solid. It's homey. It's sweet. It's a good performer for a bakery scent. And it's a crowd pleaser. It's just beautiful with the vanilla and the cinnamon and that bakery sweet icing. So good. Bakery perfection, and I think definitely a standout of the season. The next one's going to be my fall standout. And if I had done this in September, I would have told you probably a different bar. But this is the most beautiful, slightly unusual, have to club it because there's nothing else like it. And it's just gorgeous in probably almost everyone's house bar. And that is Cashmere Leaves. It's gorgeous, you guys. It's got this sweet cinnamon sugar apple and these mysterious spices and a little bit of crunchy leaves. It would be very complementary to cedar cider. Cedar cider's a little stronger, and if you were going to compare them, cedar cider leans more masculine, and this almost leans a little bit feminine, if I could say it that way, but it is fantastic. This is worth clubbing, worth gifting. It's just spectacular. So that is my favorite of all the harvest type LTOs, and this is one of my favorite bars we've produced. For me, one of the top 1 or 2 of everything I've smelled this fall winter season, and that is Sleigh Ride. I love Sleigh Ride. It's a total home run hit for me. So this is the winter bar, obviously. This is definitely going in my club. I don't know if I'll do 2 quarterly or 1 bi-monthly, but man, this is Happy Tree. It really, really is user-friendly. It doesn't have the astringent quality that a lot of people don't like when you're talking about tree scents. This is sweet. It's got sort of a cranberry. I don't think there's cherry in this one. I don't remember. A little bit of a cranberry, a little bit of fresh outdoor air, but mostly sweet fir needle. Sweet, gentle fir needle. It's fantastic. So this is my favorite pick for winter LTO. Then we have a few different licensed bars to consider. And when I was going through, there are actually more than I thought. So at the moment, we've even got Stitch in our holiday collection. We have the Disney Season of Magic. They pulled it and it was in August, so I don't think that my 3 thumbs up that I was talking about should really qualify for this round, but that was a good one. I hope you have it in your club. And we have a couple of bars from the Frozen collection coming back on December the 4th. And oddly enough, even though I like a lot of the other ones, I think the most standout bar, because I have melted this before and it's just unique, unusual, and beautiful, is the North Calls. This is more of a bedroom scent. It's got lily, grapefruit, marine water, things that are not typically Christmassy at all. It's more wintry, but it is very good and unusual. So this is my favorite LTO, which, as I said, will be coming out December 4th. Olaf will be coming out December 4th, and I have yet to warm the, I think it's called Born to Lead, that is the one that celebrates Anna. And I wish that they had put the Perfect Autumn in something because I missed out on it. My phone glitched when we had that one flash sale, that Freaky Friday flash sale, and I saw it and I couldn't get to it. Oh, it was so frustrating. But this is beautiful, and everybody can get this. And Olaf is good too, but this performs better. This is my favorite licensed LTO for the season. Now, next, let's talk about collections. So we have had so many collections, and when it comes to just a general holiday collection, we had holiday favorites, we had a holiday collection, we had a harvest collection, we had a harvest favorites collection. There were so many things coming and going. Even I, as a consultant, and it's my job to be informed, would get confused at times. So my favorite overall collection this year, and I think it's the best version of this thought process collection that they've done for many years that I have possibly ever seen, is their holiday lineup. A lot of the warmers are unfortunately sold out now, but you can still get a couple of the ones I'm going to talk about here, and then there will be some honorable mentions that maybe they'll bring them back next year. The laundry line, the wonderful fragrance flowers, and that's something I definitely want to talk about. My favorite fragrance flower, when they did the stunning sunflowers, those sold out immediately. Then they did these cute little poinsettias for the holiday collection, and those have also sold out, but this is Sleigh Ride. When I put this in, the scent smelled authentic, as though I had just cut a bunch of Fraser fir and put it in my basement. It was beautiful. And I liked all the stunning sunflowers too. You could get that in Fall Into Love, which I forgot and threw it away. That was also a very authentic, fresh, outdoorsy, piney smell. But this one was my favorite, not because of the flower, because of the scent. The sunflowers were prettier, but this scent, this Sleigh Ride, if they release this again next year, you guys have got to get it if you love tree. It's so good. So that was fantastic. But the holiday collection as a whole, we had the Snow Cute, the snowman and the mini. I didn't bring him out because he's sold out now. Both of them are, but those may come back again next year. They are wonderful. So some of my favorite warmers are going to come from the holiday collection. And so that's a segue into what was my favorite wax LTO collection. And that was definitely the holiday collection. I love the packaging and every single bar in here. And I do not really like peppermint much. Every bar in here I will happily melt. So my favorite, as you probably figured out, was Sleigh Ride itself. And then the next one, gosh, this is a really difficult decision. Probably my number 2 was Vanilla Barnwood. This is so unusual, you guys. This almost has a Pacific sandalwood feel. It is so warm and wonderful. Some people get a little bit of Fruit Loops or a little bit of Cutie Pie Cupcake, but when you warm this, it's just gentle with amber. It's supposed to have wood notes. I don't know exactly what I could say about that, but the warmth and the sweetness and the sophistication level is fabulous. And it makes me so happy. So that is a really, really good bar that I wanted to share. And then the next one, this is a happy bar, you guys. It's called Cherry's Jubilee. It does not last a real long time, but it is a strong, authentic holiday cherry with just a little bit of lemon. After you've had too much pine, you've had too much spice, this is a great bar to kind of freshen things up without it being outdoorsy fresh. And it's so good. I loved that. And then we have a Rum Pum Plum, which is a really good, medium performing, very happy, very holiday bakery scent. And the name is just adorable. So you get good, crusty, plummy juiciness and sweetness that to me is more Christmas than fall, because Scentsy has produced many fall plum bakeries in the past. I think this is very much club worthy and it's really, really good. So this is Rum Pum Plum. And then the last one in here, which I've heard as a fragrance flower, sometimes it smells a little nail polishy. This is Cranberry Candy Cane, and I think this might be the most divisive of the 5-pack, but I have liked all of them. My mother loves this. And this one, see what this does for me, because I don't like peppermint, is that you have the cranberry and you have pomegranate in here, and it balances the peppermint, and I actually enjoy melting it. So for me, this is a home run, considering what I'm talking about here. Peppermint, so good. So that 5-bar bundle, I don't have a complaint about any of them, and that definitely took my top spot. Now, runner-up, honorable mention LTO collection. I've got to move some things here on my tables. is going to be the scents of the season. Now this one has one in here I can't stand, but that's again because I'm not a peppermint fan. But this is really solid, and if you're going to gift, the most variety and the most truly Christmas nostalgia is in this box when it comes to all of our LTOs. So Sugar Plum Berry is wonderful, and these are all good performers. There's nothing in here except one that's questionable on performance, and that's gotten better. Frosted White Pine, this is beautiful. I wasn't sure when I first melted it, but I've come around to really liking this. It's very authentic and outdoorsy. And then we have one of the most hearth and home scents that we can offer right now, and that is Homestead Holiday. This used to be catalog. This is an outstanding bar, you guys. Oh, it's so good. It's just so good. So there's that. There's Peppermint Rush, which is the one that I don't care for, but it's a boomer, and it's super outdoorsy, icy peppermint, leans health food store to me. And then there is the Caramel Praline Cake, and this is the one where it's a fantastic scent. It's just got questionable performance. So put it in a smaller zone. It's like sweet with shards of toffee and caramel. There's a delicate quality to it, and this fluffy, buttery, baked goods thing. It's so good. And then after that, I would say that personally, I love the Scentspirations collection, but a lot of people are not, because mixing Christmas Cottage has been challenging, and I knew it would be. So I'm not going to go through these. I've got other videos on it, but that's my personal favorite when it comes to a collection that appeals to me after the 5-bar holiday in the cute little bag. So those are all of our LTOs. And let's move on my list here, because there's a lot to cover. Oh, let's talk about cleaning products. So my favorite thing, and I just checked this morning, and unfortunately it sold out. I was late to the game on doing the Arctic Kiss laundry bundle, but I did get one just in the nick of time, I guess. These are amazing. And Arctic Kiss is also a really good bar in the catalog. It's nice and strong, it's fresh and sweet and clean, but it makes incredible, good, strong laundry. I just did a load to make sure that the translation between smelling here and on the clothes was good. It's fantastic. If they bring this back next year, you've got to try it. Even if you don't love Arctic Kiss, it's fabulous for your laundry. It's very, very sweet and fruity and icy. My oldest daughter got so excited when she saw that. And then my favorite counter clean is catalog of all the ones that we have right now, and that is going to be Scarlet Sunflower. This is fantastic. I wish that they would do a dish soap with it. I know that they don't do that anymore, but that scent, Scarlet Sunflower, is beautiful anyway, and it translates perfectly in counter clean. You get all the apple, you get the happiness of like late summer, early fall, but it's just a good one any time of the year. And this comes also in your all-purpose cleaning and bathroom cleaner, I believe. So then the next thing that we've got here is going to be, the warmers. And this is the part where I have to be really careful. So I did best catalog warmer, I did best holiday warmer, best harvest warmer, and we had the holiday traditions and or holiday favorites. I can never remember all those. The holiday favorites and the harvest favorites to consider, as well as your regular harvest and holiday brochure. So I have a few things here. And this one, I'm just doing an honorable mention on this little guy, which is kind of random. This little guy, the cuteness factor of this, I hope they bring him back next year. He's not any of the categories I just mentioned, but as far as adorable cuteness factor, Mr. Retro Reindeer here has stolen my heart from the first time I saw him in the catalog. I had to have him, and if they bring him back next year and you have small children, this is great because it's an element. It's not going to be a problem if they want to go to bed and they don't want light, and it'll still give you cuddly scent. This guy was amazing, and I just loved all of his details. So he's special little cuddle cuteness factor surprise category for me. So let's get serious and go back to what was the best warmer in the catalog. And there were two that were fantastic that were in the early access kit, and I showed you guys those in August. But I think over the long haul, the one with the most drama that people are loving, and I am too, is the beautiful Forest Light. So many of my customers have bought this, and it's more wintry, but you really could leave this out any time of the year if your house was good with this kind of decor. And it is just spectacular. I have not gotten sick of it. And let me plug it in. This is a 25 watt regular bulb warmer. And it's just so beautiful, you guys. So here we have the forest light. I will turn off my ring light. And it has the most wonderful pattern, and it's just sophisticated and gorgeous. It throws very well, especially for a metal warmer, and I'm very pleased with this. So that one should be guaranteed that you can get it all the way through till the end of the catalog season. It's just the best. So after that, what were my favorites when it comes to harvest? And I have to say, there weren't any minis that really made me excited. Oh, and I do have a mini for the catalog. I loved the Sedona. This was a surprise love for me because the glass minis get a bad rap. This is gorgeous. It was so pretty in my Florida room, and you don't even have to love succulents. The color and the texture on this is so unusual, and it still melted pretty well, and it was just so gorgeous. I had to mention this, almost forgot. So now let's move on to our harvest. So my favorite out of the harvest catalog is no longer available, and if you guys can guess, that is going to be the beautiful Harvest Bounty. And I've got my cords caught. I hope that they have this next year, you guys. It does have one problem, which is that it will trap some of the scent oils in the lids. You got to be careful. But this was my favorite. It throws very well. I was able to leave, where's the notch? I was able to leave this out all the way through till just this last week for Thanksgiving. It's great. August, September, October, and November. It's got beautiful design. And for an element warmer, I was very, very pleased with it. So I hope that they have this again next year. Then the next one, which I had wanted truly for years, you guys, was in the Harvest Favorites collection. And that's going to be the re-release of an old warmer that was November warmer of the month, and that is adorable Mr. Tom the Turkey. He was so nice. He was here for quite a while. You guys saw him in a lot of my videos early November. He's so nice. He has the best glow. He has good throw, an excellent disposition, a great dish for cleaning. And he just glows softly. He was nice in my bedroom for a couple of weeks. I put him all over the house. I hope that they will re-release this next year, or maybe even give us a different turkey for Thanksgiving. And this was a standout favorite of mine. A very, very good warmer. So then after that, the holiday warmers are where I fell in love with a couple of minis. But I'll do my favorite full size first, other than my honorable mention of Mr. Retro Reindeer. I wanted to make sure that something that I was talking about, oh gosh, I wish I had extra hands like Julia Child did in the kitchen back in the day so that I don't break anything. It's so hard to do all of this myself. But this warmer is still available. And this is the Snowed In. I just was able to gift this as a surprise to my neighbor on her porch, and she loved it. Sweet woman that we just wanted to brighten her holiday season. This is so wonderful, you guys. It is, from the first that I laid eyes on it in some sort of a promo shot, it is nostalgic, it is happy, it is sweet, and it's darn cute. So this is on the area downstairs by my hearth underneath my mantle, and it sort of informed everything that I've done in my basement, which I haven't even given you guys a tour down there yet. I'll get there at some point. And the only thing is that it does have this funny little, kind of crooked set for the top of the house. And a lot of consultants have been fiddling with that. But the details, the beauty, and it's still available. This one is definitely my favorite, or one of my favorites. As I said, I also loved Mr. Snow Cute for our holiday collection this year. Let me turn him off. And then let me get into the minis. I loved the minis this season. Oops. So the first one I'm going to show you, and this is probably my favorite. I'm going to show you two. I'm going to show you this on the mount that it comes with. So this one is going to be bisque porcelain. It is a ceramic warmer and is called Glittering Greetings. This is so pretty. Look, it has all these little cutout snowflakes, and I have been delighted with it since I put it up right after October 31st. So nice, you guys. This is my favorite. And then I wanted to show you the other one on a tabletop base. And that is going to be the Frosted Gems. It's also uber sophisticated. So if you have kind of a glam house, this would be a good one. This is beautiful. And the frosted quality on this is so good. Another one that I've had for several years is Pine for Plaid. They still offer that. That's a good one. But this this guy. He's just glitzy perfection. I love it. It's so nice. And it's definitely not as glaring in person as you can kind of see it on the video being kind of loud. It's not really. It's just beautiful and it has this frosted quality. Oh, it's so good. So then, what about the scent and warmer of the month? And I had to pick two because there was a standout for fall and a standout for Christmas. So first, and this might just be the most dramatic warmer we've had all season. Every year, the pumpkin warmer of October is amazing. This is called Starry Pumpkin. I love it. I was enjoying it all season long. If you saw my video and some of my Instagram posts, I made a little pumpkin patch out of 3 of the different ones that we've had over time. This is just the most beautiful thing. I wish they would do something kind of like this as a Christmas ornament for a holiday collection, because this speckled, gorgeous, sort of mercury glass finish is so nice, and it's a cozy glow. You can leave it out even in the middle of the night and it doesn't blind your eyes. This was a standout for me, so that one I had to show you. And then last but not least, the December warmers of the month are just as spectacular, and you can see they go with my house perfectly. So that's going to be released on December 1st. And I've had a lot of personal inquiries about these. So there's a full size and there's a mini, which I will show you. And this is, I think, Frosted Forest. These are incredible. They're so lovely. So here is the full size. And my husband will be coming in, so just bear with me. It's just so gorgeous, and I'm having trouble with flaky cord here. But it has dewdrops, it has beautiful things, and I'm going to take a pause. So now, to go with the full-size warmer, there is a mini of our Frosted Forest, and this is slightly more yellow in tone than the big one, which is more white. I'll show you the two of them together. These are fantastic, you guys. So this is going to be the December warmers of the month, $45 or $22.50, and there isn't like a bundle and save. You can get either of them or you can purchase both, but they're individual prices. And those, I think, are going to sell very, very well. And I really have enjoyed all these different warmers, and I wanted to give you the prices because I know in the dedicated scent and warmer of the month video I forgot. So then after that, what is it that children love the most about Scentsy? And I would say that it is our buddies. And there was one that I really did want, but I didn't get around to ordering her before she sold out. So Holly the Hippo, because I always am singing for my husband's side of the family, I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I was going to order her and use her as a prop, but maybe she'll be back next year. But the other one that was just as cute is Gretchen the gingerbread bear, and I just did this in a haul yesterday. This little guy is the cutest. She is just super sweet, and she has her little you can't lose it gingerbread buddy. Whoops, let's go this way. And all of our Scentsy buddies are beautiful with details of all kinds, and now she smells like winterberry apple tea because of her scent pack, and she's just fantastic. So here is my really honorable mention of a Scentsy buddy, but I had to show you one, and she is just as sweet and cute as Holly the Hippo, who was gray with a really cute red and white scarf. So our buddies are just the best, any of them really. So after that, what about our bricks? Because we had quite a few this season, more than we ever had before, because there were 3 in the catalog that are standard, same catalog type scents as what we offer in bars. And we had a very unusual collection for our 5 brick holiday collection. And that was going to be shaped like trees, you guys. They were really funny. Now, there's a little bit of controversy because they're a little bit smaller and the price and all this, but I have to say that it's been fun to have something different. So the 2 standouts for me when it comes to our brick collection that is holiday specific are Holly Jolly Cider and Cozy Kitchen. Cozy Kitchen I will melt all year, so I'm putting this as a bar in my club. Holly Jolly Cider I think is one of the nicest, kind of middle of the road, very Christmassy scents that we offer right now, and I may be clubbing that in my quarterly as well. And then probably my favorite brick, even though it's also a bar and club, is Pumpkin Roll. I've been enjoying this because the strength of the scent is very consistent in this. I sometimes have trouble with the bars. You guys have been hearing me say that all season long. This is wonderful. Got a couple, put them away, and I hope to see different bricks back next year. You can also get the Christmas Cottage and the Very Snowy Spruce in a catalog brick. And when you can get Hostess credits with this, that is a deal. So those are my favorites. So the Cozy Kitchen is sort of a brown sugar and oatmeal spicy bakery scent with a little bit of creaminess. And this Holly Jolly cider is wonderful with apple and tree, and it's happy, and it's just medium throw. It's not super duper strong. I think if it was stronger, it would be offensive. It's just really, really nice. So that is pretty much everything when it comes to specifically the best of all these different categories. Now, Robyn and I thought it would be fun to throw in categories of scent that are just more whimsical. So I have a whole sheet here of, we're going to do scents that are best for Christmas tree, truly Christmassy, as though it just sort of evokes the holidays, hosting a holiday party, having a holiday movie night, a winter frosty kind of a scent or two, a good bakery scent for the holidays, spice. Of course, I had to throw this one in. I wanted holiday spice, festively fruity, and some sort of a soft, relaxing bedroom scent to unwind you after all of your holiday festivities. So for some of these, I have more than one. For some of them, I just have one, and this was just plain fun. So this will wrap up everything that we are doing for our best of the season. Oh, and I also wanted to give you guys a couple of mixes and pairings that I have enjoyed the most when I've done my what I've been warming over the course of the season. So I don't want to forget that. I think that I will start with my list. What would be the best if you're going to go and hunt down a Christmas tree? Or, I also thought about this, what would be best if you are an anti-tree person? Because there are many of you out there where you go screaming the other direction if people even mention pine tree in your smells. So what I like when it comes to the most authentic right now I already told you Sleigh Ride's my favorite of all the evergreen scents for the season, but if I'm going to go hunt down a Christmas tree, what we have right now that's the best is the Frosted White Pine from Scents of the Season, I believe. This is the most authentic, the most outdoorsy. It's got a little bit of sharp greens, really nice white pine, and outdoor freshness, and it makes you just in the mood to go for a tromp in the woods and find yourself the perfect tree. It's so good. So that is my favorite Christmas tree smell. But if you're anti-tree, I think the bar for you is one of our new releases in the catalog, and that is Frosted Cedar. This one manages to give you tree without tree, if that makes any sense. It's got cedar, it's got vanilla, and apple. And I was not loving this for a while, but I came around to it when the temperature dropped in November, and I melted it in my back room with my Mossballs and Mushrooms Christmas tree when it was first up, and I am loving this. So this is the one for tree haters, and I think it's really, really good. Next, what is the bar or bars that are the soul of the holiday? Like, you have to have these if it's going to be Christmas. And I think of all the ones that we offer right now, it is Homestead Holiday. This is the bar that is the heartbeat of Christmas that we have. So it's an LTO. You would need to get a stack or club this if you fall in love with it. It used to be catalog. And this is so good. It's got blood orange, cinnamon stick, and fir needle. It's like you're sitting by grandma's stove. It's country. It's just cozy. It is perfection. You have to try that bar, please. So when I was talking about what would my top bars be when it comes to the limited time offers, ones that I would absolutely club before anything else when it comes to Christmas nostalgia would be this and Sleigh Ride. I love them. Next would be, if you're going to host a party, what's the perfect scent? And you might have kind of gotten a hint from what I said when I talked about the bricks a minute ago. This one, Holly Jolly Cider. I think this is the perfect party scent. It's very festive, but it's not too strong. It's got the sweet apple. It's got the nice, just a balanced amount of tree. And of course, I'm a tree lover. And it's got a cidery festiveness. I do also like the orange spice and everything nice, and I could put that in the same category as a runner-up. Both of those I think would be good for a holiday party, but this is my favorite by far. Really, really nice smell. So then the next category is going to be movie night. And for me, holiday movies, you have to watch a lot of those wonderful old school Disney animated classics. So the Disney Season of Magic, when I smelled this for the first time last year, I fell in love. And this is what I like to melt when we put those on downstairs. This is like tree for people who don't like tree, but unlike the Frosted Cedar, which is sophisticated, this is sweet and kind of juvenile in the best way. It's so much fun. So this is one that I love to put in the basement and just have a good old time with my girls, maybe get the hot cocoa, get out those movies, and lounge for the evening. The next one that's going to be on my list is, Ooh, Winter Frosty. I would have to say Olaf should go in here, but my two favorites that are catalog staples are Silver Bells, which you just have to talk about. This is a Scentsy old school classic. If you've never tried it, you are missing out. It's got beautiful caramelized sort of ambery vanilla sugar, peppermint, and it's in the right way. This does not bother me. And pears. It's unique, it's unusual, it's elegant. It's a good one for gifting. You have to try Silver Bells if you never have. It is just too good to miss out on. And then another one that's newer to the catalog, and I like this kind of along the same lines as Frosted Cedar, but it allows eucalyptus to shine and it's not offensive, is Eucalyptus Wreath. If you've never tried this because the eucalyptus scares you, you have to. It's gentle, it has juniper, it has mint, it has eucalyptus. This is so frosty and woodsy in the most wonderful way. It is a great bar, you guys. Remember a few years ago when eucalyptus was the it green of the moment? Now it's this, what is that stuff? The weeping pine stuff that I'm not remembering the name of that's all over the place. But the eucalyptus, that was what was in a few years ago. And this was such a good bar to go with that trend. And thankfully we've kept it, and it's just really, really nice. It reminds me of that sweet seeded eucalyptus scent, which is not as strong as the regular, almost accordion type eucalyptus that you can get in the stores. So this is really, really, really good. All right, after that, we have bakery. Now there are 3 of them here. They're all limited time offers, and I already told you Frosted Cinnamon Roll was my standout, so I'm kind of leaving that to the side. And this Rum Pum Plum that I already talked about in the Holiday 5-bar bundle, I think this is the most consistent. Everybody will like it, and it's just a good, good bar. Oh, it's so nice, you guys. It has excellent bakery qualities so that it is truly a bakery bar. It's not trying to be a bakery bar. It's really, really nice, jammy, plummy, and really good. So then, Norfolk Pine, that's what it is, the Norfolk Pine sprays. I'm in the back of my mind, I'm like, what is it that is the new thing this year? I put them in my tree, I've got them on my mantle, and most people have them just all over everything if you're into decor. So then, this one is a guilty pleasure bar, but I have to share it with you. Forever Fall, this is bakery just overload. It is super brown sugary with all that pumpkin. And it's so good. I love this, and it's going in my club. So that was one that was kind of an honorable mention. And then I love the scent, and as I've already said, the performance I hope gets better with time, but this caramel praline cake, the scent is to die for. It's similar to almond croissant. I'm going to have to melt this after I get off with you guys. Oh, it's light and fluffy and gorgeous. Just beautiful. So those are the best in what I would consider to be a good holiday bakery category. Now, the next one is going to be holiday spice. And you know, this is one of my favorite categories. And I think that the best bar that is so authentically Christmassy, it just takes you there immediately, was last year's December scent of the month. And that is Cinnamon Pine Cones. This is in the catalog. This bar is nostalgic, and it is just, boom, takes you there. I could also put this in the truly Christmassy category. It's amazing. So this is an equal amount of cinnamon and pine and like a sweetness. It is strong, but it's not so strong that it's uncomfortable to melt. It is a home run, excellent spice bar. And then of course, how could you talk about holiday spice without Christmas Cottage, which I've enjoyed the wreath and the cider variations. A lot of people are liking the mint, but there's just nothing quite like the original. So this is clove, a little bit of cinnamon, lots of raspberries, and Valencia oranges. And it's just the happiest, spicy, huggy, again, somewhat feminine kind of a scent. That raspberry and orange just makes me think of a beautiful Christmas spread in an elegant home where maybe there's an older woman who's entertained for years. She knows what she's doing, and you're going there for Christmas dinner. This is her smell. It's just amazing. I love it, I love it, I love it. So next category that we have is festively fruity. Now, I'm not really a fruity person, but there are 3 things here that I didn't have another place to mention them, and I love all of them. Well, that's not fair. One of them was in our 5-bar bundle. So Cherry's Jubilee. This is such a good cherry. It doesn't last a long time, but man, they nailed that Christmas cherries, like the cherries that are, I think you flambe them, which is why it's called Cherry's Jubilee. And then you put them on some sort of fancy Christmas or New Year's dessert. It's authentic. It is such a good cherry smell. So I had to include that. And then after that, another one of our new releases, which I have come around to that I think is probably for the long haul going to be one of our most popular newer fruit-centered smells is definitely cranberry and cardamom. This is good. This is really good. This is super solid. It's got cherry and cranberry and cardamom. It's a good performer. It plays very well. I'm going to tell you at the end what I would pair this with, but with fir tree tripe scents. I'm sure you can figure out what I'm going to say. Fabulous bar. Really, really good. And for me, because I like spice with my fruit, Christmas cottage cider surprised me how much I like it. And this has a really nice kind of watery, cidery, not in a bad way, orange quality. It also kind of smells a little bit like cider mill. And then all the Christmas cottage spices. I like this in my bedroom because it's more gentle. My husband finds it very appealing too. So it is an equal amount spice and fruit, but really that fruity cider quality comes out, and I really, really like this. If you have not tried the Christmas Cottage Scenspirations, I think this one will be pretty popular. And I also like the wreath. That's what I'm melting back there right now. So we have one more category. It's the end of the video except for my mixes and pairings that I'm going to share. And this was, after you're totally burned out, need to go hide in your bedroom, what do I want to burn in there or melt in there? So I've got 4 of these because these are scents other than the first one that I didn't find somewhere else to talk about them where I thought they fit the best. Vanilla Barnwood is still at the top of my list from our Holiday 5-bar bundle for decompressing, and I already explained how nice this is. It's got the vanilla, it's got the amber, it's got the sort of woody quality, whatever you want to call it. So good. But we have another scent of the month that I like. I just didn't like it as much as the Frosted Cinnamon Roll, and that is Pumpkin Cashmere. And I'm really liking this in medium to small spaces. It's relaxing. It's a little bit sharp, but in a sophisticated way that I like. I've got this in my dining room today, and it's just beautiful. This is a good decompression bar. It's not super demanding or in your face, but it's there with the pine cones, the cashmere, and the pumpkin. It's very nice. And then the last 2, I'm sure most of you have been waiting for me to mention this bar somewhere. Dashing is a fabulous bar for the bedroom, and this was one of the new releases that got the most press. This is Creamy Mahogany, Midnight Skies, and Vanilla. And it's really good, but I do like it in the bedroom as a relaxing quality kind of a smell. And then bringing up the rear for these fun categories is a bar that, now that we're into December, you're not thinking about this that much, but I loved it in cleaning. And I think Scarlet Sunflower is still, with the cranberry and the apple in it, appropriate to melt in a bedroom pretty much all the way through the winter. And it's beautiful. And it's got the sunflower, it's got the cranberry, it has the apple, and it's relaxing too. After you've had a hard, long day, maybe the Christmas shopping got to you, maybe the bills are getting a little bit much, throw something like this in, and it will help calm you down so you can think straight. So that is everything that's on our checklist, and then my favorites for mixing and pairing. I found that Winterberry Apple Tea, which is just a really good, solid scent that's always in our fall-winter catalog, alternate warmers with our new Make Me Snickerdoodle. I don't love Make Me Snickerdoodle all that much by itself, but there is something in both of these bars that they share. There's some sort of a note similarity that when you put these 2 in alternate warmers, you get magic. It's just so good. So I would encourage you guys to try these 2 together. These are both catalog. So then I have probably the standout pairing of the season for me, and that is going to be Cranberry and Cardamom, which y'all love, and Sleigh Ride. These 2 alternate warmers. This is so festive, you guys. You have to try it. And then my favorite all-time mix that I started working with last year that is Christmas on steroids. So if you don't want to do Homestead Holiday, you don't want to do Christmas Cottage, but you want Christmas on steroids. Very Snowy Spruce, 1 cube to 1 cube with our cinnamon pine cones. You will thank me later. This is the best of the season. Honestly, this scent combo right here is a tearjerker. It is so good. So that is everything that's best of the season from me, Elizabeth Quinn at Elizabeth Scenes and Scents. And as I said, if you do not already know Robyn H., go see her channel and her video, which will probably have some different things than I've got here, at Northern Lights Glow. I hope that you guys had a wonderful time and that this best of the season is something that you enjoyed. Please let me know what your standouts are down in comments below so that I can also maybe try things that I've overlooked or try them again. Have a great day. God bless, guys. Bye.